Welcome to Caves of Kud. If you have no idea what's going on, I would recommend to check my intro video. This is the game which is quite interesting in terms of its unusual lore and complex mechanics, and you can imagine I'm going to stumble upon them because I haven't played it in a long time. I'm going to play with a few simple quality of life mods. The first one allows you to manage companions better. The second one changes the color of background when you change day-night cycle. The third one is going to limit the number of chute crabs. There are specific enemies which are normally spawning endlessly, but I set them to spawn still a huge amount. So there are still a lot of them, but not limitless amount. Hearthfire allows us to make our own locations, but it will take a while until we find the artifact to do that. And the last one displays name of factions and the names of characters. I just like to know who I am seeing and why they are hostile to me. So these mods are optional. You can completely ignore them if you don't want to play with them. But I would like to more or less enjoy a few of these things without overwhelming my game with custom content. So this is a post-apocalyptic world where we are living in tribal society. And there are a few technological advances still preserved, but some people actually think of them as of religious objects, which makes sense because people forgot how to make them. And you could be a mutated human, which is usually a bit harder, but more interesting. And the true kin cannot get mutations, but we have cybernetics and implants available if you play at this class. Generally, you can think of it as of warrior class, and mutated human are like priests and mages, but of course they also have physical mutations. The upside of true kin is that you get more attributes and more skill points, so it's easier to develop, and I would consider this to be an easier starting class. If you are mutated human, you are more or less glass cannon, and I don't know, you may enjoy this kind of interaction, but I want to take it simple. So we'll start with some basic setup where I'm going to get some strength, just not to be overweight all the time. And I'm going to play a gunslinger type, which will probably end in a bad way. I'll die to some melee monster, but I also want to have a crafter character. So I'm going to take some intelligence points and some agility points for hitting. I'll put some extra points into toughness because I don't want my character to die after the first hit. And I'm curious if I would like to take willpower. So willpower is for ability cooldown. They would be nice, but that's definitely more important than ego. Like this is a typical min-maxing of a warrior. So I'll get some willpower attributes just to resist mental attacks, even though I think strong psychic enemies will still affect us, and I'll put the rest into strength, so we could do some melee. Actually, hold on. This is more or less an average character. We have strength, agility, toughness, and intelligence on quite high score, but none of them stand out too much. And this is a part where you pick which arcology you start in. And arcologies are basically like these domed cities where the remaining people of the ancient race escaped, and now we are true kin, we are descendants of them, but we are like primitives in comparison to what they used to be. And all of these different arcologies and classes give us different bonuses, but I want to be artifacts because I'm curious about crafting this time. All right. When it comes to specific augmentation, we could skip them and get some toughness. But I think I would like to have something for shooting because we are going to be a gunslinger. Stabilizer, arm blocks, chrome clasps, fasten arm joints to emulate the stillness of unlife. For the purpose of determining your accuracy with ranged attacks, your agility is treated as if it were 6 points higher. Perfect. So this specific implant is going to help us aim and shoot better. And I'm going to call this person Meff the Quick. He's probably not that quick, but at least we are going to aim for that. That's going to be our target. We want to be able to outrun the opponents and shoot them to death. Okay, now we have quite a few different starting options. I'm going to go with the first one, Joppa, which is recommended for the new players, because there is a place which is always the same, and you have a few standard kind of tutorial quests. If you start in random places, it's like playing Fallout 4 and using random start or alternative start mode. You don't know where you're going to end up. Well, you can control it a bit, but still, you see, you get bonus items and skills from that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to make it simple for all of us to follow through, and if you want to play a new game, I would recommend to do the same just to get acquainted with basic steps. So now we are in the first town. On the 29th of Tibet Ux, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mograhi, the Great Salt Desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to groves of Viridian watervine. So watervine is like a plant which is used to make meals and also to feed the animals. And it also gives water, which means that it's a life source of many creatures in this area. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brine stock. On the horizon, Kud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. So I believe we are surrounded by jungles in some kind of marsh, and the spindle is like an ancient tower, probably like a television center or radio mast, but it is visible across the whole land. So if I want to see the map, I think we can just leave with triangle bracket, like in any roguelike. So here you can see the world map. We are in the bottom left, there's Joppa, there's Redrock canyon on top, there are some desert canyons, and then the jungle starts. Yeah, and there are a bunch of rivers. I can see there are some ruins, which we haven't explored yet. And where do we see the spindle from? Here's Bethesda Susa. Eons shifted stone entombs the ageless architecture. So this is some kind of ancient structure which I don't remember visiting. I haven't seen a lot of locations because they have been reworked in the last few years. So here's the spindle in the top right. The hollowed ground upon which the spindle, a lengthless needle of Maya blue, meets the earth from where it pierces the firmament. So yeah, I guess people think it's some kind of godlike structure made by ancient divine beings, but it's most likely some kind of antenna tower. And there's Omon Porch. Through the prismatic umbrage fly the archways and buttresses of the monuments above the catacombs of the Eaters of Earth. So this is like some kind of ancient control center or something. And you can see the needle goes to space, so somewhere high. And on the right, I believe there are Deathlands. Yeah, so this is like the place where you don't want to go unless you want to actually lose the character. At least in my shape, I have no idea how to survive there. So let's not go too far and let's explore the village. You can see the tileset is pretty simplistic and somehow I cannot move. I have too many items. Yeah, this is why you would want to have a bit more strength, I guess. Let's see what is so heavy for us. So we actually have a lot of armor somehow. I don't know where we got them all. A bunch of items are random. And we also have a backpack which has oil in it. What's this? Let's explore. Look. Articulated blades unfold to form an aerial screw that gets blown upward by another thruster. So we have a helicopter backpack. Nice. 25 chance per turn to repel gases near its user. And we also get reputation with birds and winged mammals because we are one of them. We have metal wings. I have never started with a flying backpack. What else do we have? We have some kind of teleprojector. What's that? The teleprojector is a fluted visor of fused tungsten filament. Two antennae coil out. I have no idea what it does. We can try to use it shortly. We have leather apron armor. We have rocket skates. What's that? Oh, so we have rocket boots and a helicopter backpack. I have never had a start like this. I usually start with a bunch of useless grenades and pistols. My god. And there's a mask, which just is a piece of thick burlap. So it helps to protect against gas and vapor. Interesting. We have a scanning bracelet. Dudes, this is not set up. This is my first attempt. How did I get so many artifacts at once? Wow, don't expect to have the same. Consider this a YouTuber luck. This is a display device that gives a detailed readout of the structural integrity of simple objects. Interesting. We have a bunch of books, as usual. Moccasins. Yeah, we have too many clothing items, so we can't even move. And then there are a couple of grenades. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to break down the scrap, because this is something used for crafting, and we don't need to carry it, it just weighs. Capacitors, I'll have to go. Yep. Oh my god, there is a zealot next to me. He says, cast down your artifacts. You're not worthy of their make. I think the zealot is upset that I'm going to destroy the artifacts. It's going to be a shitty run if it fails because the zealot kills me while I'm What's that? Xylos Chimera. Oh, this is a device which lets me build like my own locations from materials. Interesting. Wow, I have never had so many items at once. And yeah, you can see we have a bunch of water, which also weighs a lot. And the water is like a currency in this game. So you're expected to trade or drink it. That's a plastic tree, which we don't need. We can disassemble it. So what else can I do? I can disassemble a bunch of other things. I don't know if I have them. But I'm almost all right. Let me drop some stuff immediately because, like, for example, this armor and apron are useless to me right now. What do I have equipped? Good thing about menus in this game is that you can scroll through them with 7 and 9 numpad keys, because it allows you to actually find all the menus even if you forgot the hotkeys for them. So here I have leather armor. I don't think so. Let's put on something better. The leather armor has less protection, but it gives us dodge. Oh, it doesn't take away our dodge values, so I'll put that on instead. What do we have for the head? So the teleprojector is going on the head. Let's put it on. It's some kind of a helmet. The face, we have a monocle. We can put a mask if there is a gas, we can keep it. We don't need Bornus. What's that? It's a long hooded cloak. No, I'm going to put on my gyrocopter backpack. Nice. What's this force bracelet? Oh my god. So I can actually have a force field. Dudes, this is too much. I may have to remake this first run because I have so many items and I'm going to be upset if I die and lose them all. Can I put a cell inside? Yes, I have a few cells. So now I can actually use force field. There's a hologram bracelet. So it can create some kind of holograms. Let's take it off and put on the structural scanning bracelet. Okay. And I don't need a two-handed sword. I actually want some kind of a gun, but before I get there, let's see. Yeah, we have a stun rod. I don't want a two-handed weapon right now. And we'll take a torch. No, we don't need a torch right now. We don't have any missile weapons, so the first goal will be to find the guns. And we have a few grenades, and that's it. What are the bounding boots? As long as you have worn this item for at least 100 rounds, your sprint thrice your movement speed. Wow. Some clever tinker has fitted a spring-loaded tendon around each of these boots to mimic the gait of a large sprinting bird. So we are a bird. We have metal wings, we have bird shoes, and we have rocket shoes if you want to replace them. So another question is, what do I drop? Which is probably all this useless armor. We can come back and pick it up later. Okay, let me give me a moment I'm going to do some inventory management. I'm going to find a place to store it, and then we'll continue the video. Alright, so while I was settling my inventory, something happened. I have got a message that the ganglionic teleprojector attuned to my physiology. And I have gained the activated ability activate ganglionic teleprojector. So it's this ability, There is nothing there that the teleprojector can uplink with. So I guess it is some skill that allows me to link to technology. If I find any computers, I should be able to try that. But what I have done, I have created a chest. And this chest now contains all of my items that I don't need to keep. I'm going to drop rocket skates for now. They sound cool, but I already have a backpack. I'll try to play without this rocket skates, because if you look at them, what they do, they give you a bit of movement speed, but they kind of replace your sprint. So the benefit is that you can endlessly sprint while you have oil in them. However, the boots I have on right now, which are just spring-loaded boots which I can wear for a bit, gives me 15 movement speed. And then it increases my sprinting speed. So I'm not going to sprint all the time and waste my oil. I would rather sprint when I need it, and I will rather be a bit faster overall, right? Also, if you look at these rocket skates, they don't give me any armor. They give me some evasion, but the boots I have on right now have some armor. So there are two values you see. The first one is armor, the second one is evasion. So my buckler, for example, lowers my evasion, but if I block, it helps me with armor penetration. So it stops some of the weapon attacks. In general, our armor is pretty crap, and this monocle is not helping as well. It is just to examine stuff better, which is going to be useful because we are going to have a lot of unknown artifacts, but we are a pretty weak character. We are going to pick up a weapon, and for that I'm going to find a specific merchant. He's always here. And by the way, if you are playing this game and if you don't know most of the hotkeys, the spacebar allows you to interact with a lot of things. For example, you can pick up items, you can talk to people. It's a useful button, spacebar. I love this interface, these keyboard bindings. So, this is Tem, a Dromat merchant. He says, "Welcome friend, what do you desire?" And I can answer that I'm Meff the Quick. Who are you? "It is a pleasure," says Tem. "Friend Meff the Quick, I'm Tem. Do you live here?" "Joppa is my home, yes. Once I walked the Mohrai like so many of my brethren. I assume it's a desert of sort. But upon meeting Elder Irudad is the local head of the village, I knew at once to settle down here. You will understand, friend, if you speak to him. Maybe we will live in this town for a bit. And especially because I made a chest for my items here. So it may be a bit rude to ask, what kind of creature are you? But in this world it's okay, because there are many different creatures, mutated and otherwise different from people. I'm Dromat, friend, a salt strider. He looks kind of like a camel person. He's probably a camel man. Tem says, my people have walked the salt for thousands of years, meeting every creature that lives and thinks. You will not find better, more resourceful traders in all of Kud than we. So I guess these are Caravaneers, and he is the one who decided to settle in this town. So I can say live and drink a little bit again goodbye. It's a common phrase, because people need water to survive in this world, actually clean water. Instead I'm going to press tab, and this is how we trade. So we have items on the left, which belong to the merchant, and items on the right, which belong to me. And you can see I have $96, which actually means 96 water drams somewhere. Yeah, they're not displayed, but they are in my inventory. And these copper nuggets and figurines, they are lightweight items, they're lighter than water. So you could buy like trade goods to replace your water, so you can carry more stuff. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't need 96 servings of water. So let's see if he has any items which I would like. Okay, he has 6 copper nuggets. I'm getting them all. I'm not getting this box of crayons. It's crazy expensive. Oh my god, he has wine. It will be nice to have to cook with it, but right now I don't want to waste my money on it. Also, I want to sell everything I don't need right now. So I'm going to sell the sword that we had. And I'll keep grenades for now. What else? By the way, I found a paste of fire ant. I guess we can cook it. I'm going to keep it. We have crazy expensive data discs, but I want to leave them with me. Maybe I can craft some interesting items from them. We definitely don't need all this armor, but it's very cheap, so we are going just to sell it, and that's it. Furs, aprons, caps. I will keep the mask in case of gases. Maybe we need to save our breath, but I'm going to sell the rest. That should be it. So I'm going to give them quite a lot of water, but I should have enough left, and I'm going to have a lot of trade goods. Let's see what we have now. Now we have quite a lot of water still. Let me see if I can pour it into a different container like this. Okay, yeah. So now we consolidated the water. It should be still plenty to go around. We can collect watervine and drink basically from it. And we have much more inventory space. You can see almost 93 pounds. Still, some of this is kind of useless to me, so I'm going to learn all these item mods, even though they're expensive, because I want to learn how to craft them. So I'm also curious what is a siphon baton, because right now I have equipped a stun rod, which is only 1d2, so it's a big weapon, but it's going to help to stop enemies, hopefully. I don't plan to actually fight them in melee. One thing I didn't check. Does he have any guns? So, what do we have here? He should have some guns, right? He has a musket. It's crazy expensive and it is slow to reload. So probably not the best thing to buy. Oh my god, look how expensive are security cards, but I want to keep them for closed off areas. Maybe it's useless and I'm going to die much sooner. What can I sell? I don't want to sell my location building item. And I don't want to sell my components. I don't have much stuff to sell actually. So let's skip trading for now. We have some arrows, hopefully we can find a bow. And otherwise let's see who we can talk to in this area. Also, I should be able to craft something now, because if I look at my skills, which are like skill trees, actually I have the skill up to Tinkering 2. So in order to reach Tinkering 3, I have to have 29 intelligence. It's a lot to study. So in the meantime, I can make this siphon baton, which is 1d3, which is better than mine. So siphon the electron juice into batteries. So I guess it allows me to charge this baton by battering the enemies. Yeah, it drains electrical charge from target. Interesting. So it's a way to charge my electronic cells if I beat robots or something. It could be useful, but it's not going to be life-saving. So I wanted to disassemble the last of my components. Actually, let's keep them. I know there's one guy here, and you would want to talk to him, who lives in a shack, and the shack's sign says "Go away." This is an inventor, I believe, Argyve, an old man with sand and soot in his beard. Innumerable baubles and curios clutter his workshop. So he's like a local Leonardo da Vinci. Let's talk to him. Mumbling. Tensile strength of Reblon, but lacking to dino elasticity, retro threading, the M-band. Oh, I didn't notice you here. That's because I was ignoring you. He seems like a nice person. Noting a trace yield of synthetic solvent. I'm going to just wait for him to start talking. Must you disturb me? What are you, some sort of treasure hunter? At the very least, make yourself useful and bring me a knick-knack from one of the caves. I may reward you. Where can I find such cave? There are caves everywhere. Yeah, the game is called Caves of Gods, so I guess that's why there are a lot of caves. So Argyve says, you don't, this is good. Try the rust wells, just east of here. I will return with your knick-knack. So we need to bring him a knick-knack. What is this? Return to Argyve with the artifact. So I guess he calls artifacts knick-knacks. Let's talk to the old man. What can we give him? Ah, nice. So we actually have a bunch of things we can give away. Unfortunately, we cannot give away the garbage we have. But we can give a grenade or injector. So these I believe are healing items and the rest are like buffs. Hulk honey makes us stronger. Shade oil might hide us. I don't want to give away the power cell as well, it's useful to have it. So let's give him a grenade. It gives us XP. It appears you may be useful after all, says Argyve. Now go fetch me another trinket. So he is actually not only rude, but also he wants to use us. But hopefully something good comes out. Here's your knick-knack. I'm going to give him one of my thermal grenades now. So now it gives me a level actually, which is useful. So it gives me some hit points and skill points. I'm going to distribute them shortly. You swell with the inspiration to name your... Okay, so we can name our item. Name it based on its qualities. So we can call it Visage. The logical toy of Joppa. Interesting. So we learned about it here, and now it's a toy of Joppa. So if you play along, you can start to love your artifacts and treat them like real life beings, alive creatures. Of course, they're not going to talk back to you, but you can give them names. You may go a bit crazy, but you're going to assemble the most amazing robots. So Argyve says, good, quite impressive, treasure hunter. Maybe you are fit to poke around in my workshop here. Alright. Let me explain. I'm on the cusp of grand discovery, says Argyve. When I'm done assembling the Weirdwire conduit, you'll be able to speak to anyone from here to Caiaphas. So I guess he's trying to make a radio. First though, I'm going to need some copper wire. As much as you can find. Okay, as you wish. So I'm going to fetch him some items from the caves, probably copper wire, but before I do that, let's see what he has. What is this? Recorder. Interesting. Let me look at it. A small disc with a recessed button. So I think recoiler is something that allows you to travel, like fast travel, but it costs an obscene amount of water or cash. What are the spectacles good for? Nothing apparently. Interesting. So there is some kind of palladium eyeball surface recoiler. So this sends me to some place called Palladium Axial Ibal. I have no idea where it is. And of course he has a bunch of components which are very expensive. Can I sell my components here? Yeah, but the price is low. So I'm going to keep these for crafting. I know that the red components, you see these red dots, are useful because they allow you to recharge your electrical cells, like chem cells. I wish I could find some gun blueprint, so I could craft a gun for myself. Let's disassemble the rest of our stuff. Disassemble all. That should free up some space in the inventory, as you can see. Okay, and now we have plenty of space, we have a task. Let's see about the village elder. What is this? I don't remember seeing this. Bizarre contraption. Can we examine it? You make some progress understanding the millstone. Ah, so this is a millstone. Interesting. And I guess this is like a water wheel. Bizarre contraption. This is not owned by you. Examining it risks damaging it. I'm not going to break it. I'm a tinkerer. Okay, so this is a wooden water wheel. Not much. And what above? What's this? contraption is a wooden machinery. Okay, so we learned about some millstone they have. I guess we can make meals from this. Do we have any meals on us? Vine wafer. Vine wafer is a piece that we collect from these plants growing around, watervine. But I don't think we can collect them because we don't have a skill for that. Which reminds me, we got some skill points. Let's look at our skills. So the skill points are organized in these trees that you can see. So I can pick any of them, but I don't know which weapon do I want. I know I want pistols probably. But what if I find a good rifle? And what if I actually die before? So let's learn something basic. There's cooking and gathering, which allows us to, I guess, harvestry allows us to actually harvest ingredients from plants. And we have 126 points. We are not going to get harvestry yet, because we are missing some skill points, but we are almost there. And there's butchery. So let's focus on basic survival. This game has hunger and thirst. If you can see my mouse, it's on the top above the skill points, health points. And there's the temperature, which can show us how are we feeling. So we are sated and quenched, and if we are going to get hungry and thirsty, we are going to actually start moving slower. But in the skills, which open by A, you have make camp skill, or you can find a specific oven, and you can simply cook a meal anywhere. The danger of cooking meals is that you are using your ingredients, so you could use like a healing item to make a meal. But otherwise you find random stuff, so you don't need to worry about food that much. I mean, the system is nice, you can actually learn cooking and cook a lot of interesting buffs, but it's not cumbersome, it's not like you're going to easily die from that. And what are you? Purple rat? Ctesiphus. 1 star, ribboned knight, a ray cat crossed the martial law and wandered into Joppa. The watervine farmers, wakened by the joyful cries of a small girl, gathered around to revel at the favorable omen and extol the generosity of the beetle moon. I need a dictionary to read this. What's extol? Since then, Ctesiphus has spent his days curled under the shade of brainstalk huts and sauntering over dirt paths. So this is a cat. It's a ray cat. He is phosphorescent. I guess he's glowing in the dark. And he's docile. So what is our relationship with cats? There are a bunch of factions here. I can see dogs love us, we are ally, dogs favor us. Cats, wow, cats dislike us, minus 300. But docile ones won't attack us. Can we talk to him? I pet him. He mews. You start to glow. What, did he infect me with glowing? What does it mean? Active effects too. So I'm springing. Actually this is my boots. And phosphorescent. I radiate light and radius of 3. Okay, so I want to sneak. I don't want to pet this cat, but it helps in the dark. Good to remember that. Actually, let me do that. So, where are my notes? There we go. Let me add a note. A ray cat in Joppa makes you glow if you pet him. That's useful, because maybe at some point I will need the source of light. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's cool. These small features is what I love about this game. Who are you, my guy? Warden Wall Rake. Big oil rake shifts his weight between his hind and forelegs. Okay, so he has multiple legs. Who is he? He's like a centaur. Physical features: horns, icy vapor. Interesting. So he's like a mutant creature. He shakes thunder off the chipped surface of the great curling horns that splay from his temples. One handle holds a turned blade, the other hand, lamed and frostbitten, reminds us that while Mother Nature may bestow splendid gifts upon her children, she is still sister to cruelty. So he's like a withered hand, but he can make ice vapor out of it. So he's like a wizard warden, I guess he's the local police officer. Ain't they wishing the heart keep pumping? Move long if they do. What is this accent? So we can actually start the water ritual. The water ritual is something you can do to become a friend and learn new things. So let's do that. you share your water with the warden and begin the water ritual. So this is a ritual where you basically share your water, which means that you share the most expensive and most valuable, and you are ready to assist the person and not let him die of thirst. Your reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens increased by 100, so they were minus 150. My guy was apparently some kind of a criminal, but now we are closer to neutral. And our reputation with the villagers of Joppa has risen. Good, so we are no longer outcasts as much. So now we can spend the reputation to learn about the secret, or to even ask him to join us. So this is how we can get companions. I didn't know about it, but we need a lot more reputation for that. So let's just keep it at this. What does he have? He has one solve injector at an extremely high price. So let's go and see. Who is this? He looks like Splinter from Turtle Ninjas. Elder Irudad, a hunchback ancient wrapped in a black robe. His smile is warm. Protruding from his back is a stalk hidden under a veil. The stalk forks into two hands with eyes in their palms. Oh my god. And immediately you know why men follow Irudad. So of course he has arms on his back. He's like a very strange creature. This is an interesting village. I'm probably the only normal human here. He is loved by villagers of Joppa. Let's talk to him. But let me grab some water first. Okay, I need some water too. Live and drink, wayfarer. Welcome to the oasis of Joppa. Here you'll find shade and betel, along with other provisions to help you better scour the rust caves for treasure. Above all else, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. What can you tell me about Joppa? Joppa is an oasis hamlet nestled between the eastern reaches of the Great Salt Plains and the jungles of Kad. So I guess this is like the most survivable place because it's not jungles with strange monsters, and it's not a salt desert where you cannot breathe and you have no water. So Elder Irudad continues. We are a community of watervine farmers. These groves lie along some of the few tracts of land tame enough to grow watervine. So yeah, this is like the best farmable land. And there are a bunch of mutated creatures making it home and surviving. What can you tell me about Kud? I guess our guy would know, but he's curious what does this elder know. Kud is a strange and terrifying mesa to the northeast. Actually, interesting, so this is the whole mesa called like that. Her tainted rivers breathe life in all its motley forms. Her poisoned jungles shelter priceless relics of a forgotten past. But that is just the half of it. The Kud's most precious treasures and her most hideous children lie within the innumerable chrome caverns beneath the Scarlet Lawn. So I guess he's talking about ruins of the old cities. To ply those silver hollows, a spry adventurer's dream. The years have wizened me beyond such foolish ambitions. But you, be not deterred so. No, my man, I don't want to die. I'm going to walk and live around here for a bit, just to get my bearings, get some levels. Is there work to be found here? The moisture farmers are having trouble with the cave vermin. Speak with the Mehmet by the watervine patch. You can chat with old Argyve in the southwest corner of the village. He is always looking for some poor fool to help him with certain contraptions. So I guess I need to talk to the farmer now. Is it this guy with a yellow color? He stands out. Mehmet, yeah. Is he like a human? Years of the desert have taken their toll on his body, but he commands your ear with his voice like few other men, and you wonder what sovereignty he might have come to were he not born to a moisture farmer. So he looks like a human to me, at least in general. It's not like I'm racist to mutants, nothing like that. I'm just curious about different variations of creatures we can find. Hello, live and drink, my friend. May you find shade in Joppa, says Mehmet. Let's share 1 dram of water with him as well. So now we are in positive with him, but we decreased with the reputation with water barons. I guess they're the guys who try to preserve water and trade it for the highest price, like air. And the farmers, because they grow water vine, They probably contradict the plans of water barons. I would rather stick to farmers. I don't want to be friends with evil magnates and like monopoly bearers. Alright, so now I can actually learn about the dish, I can learn the secret, I can teach harvestry. Wow, so if I raise my reputation, I don't want to waste my skill points in that case. I can just do some jobs and get harvester from him. Nice. I don't want him to tag along, I don't want him to die, he is needed here. So, that's enough. But I can come back to this. Do I get more reputation? Hold on. I don't. That's unfortunate, so I just wasted water. So I need to find another way to get reputation to learn how to harvest things. I'm in search of work. So Mehmet says, some creatures are eating our watervine. So I guess this is a typical red quest, like in any RPG. So he says that I noticed a bit of red dirt in the watervine pool, the same we find in the soil at the nearby cave to the north, we call Redrock. Travel to Redrock and kill as many of these vermin as you can. Bring back the corpse one. The elder will reward your efforts. I will do as you ask. Okay, so we need to go to the north and kill some vermin. I'm going to do it now, and then we are going to take a short break to rest in our house. Well, it wasn't our house, but I built a chest there, and nobody seems to object. And there is still this armor. Actually, let me get it. And I'm going to sell it because otherwise somebody will pick it up. Trading, where's this armor? I don't need it right now. Actually, there are two of them. You can have them. I got a bit of water back that I spent on the water rituals. So now we can go around and just walk and see what's around here. What are these? These are fish, right? No, these are flowers. What are our relationships with flowers? Do they like us? Flowers, neutral. I'm curious. If I kill this flower, are the flowers going to hate me? If I can kill it, let me see if I'm doing damage. It's still fine. I'm doing some damage. Yeah, but it's also doing damage to me. The benefit I have is legs, so I can walk away. Okay, so I killed it and I got XP. Now let's take a look at the faction list. Maybe they didn't know it. Flowers. Yeah, so I guess these are wild flowers, so they're not really like sentient. So I can kill a few of these to get to the next level, which I need to do if I want to get some more combat experience, because I expect to need it. But these are now attacking me. I'm just going to clean them up quickly. And that should be it. What was that? So there is sap now. And more sap. I guess the sap is their blood. Can I drink it? It's sweet to the taste. Interesting. So I can drink it. Let me get this clean sap. I'm going to pour it in one of the water skills. So this is the cool stuff about this game. You can actually carry around a lot of different liquids in different containers. And now I can use it for cooking and for other things. Let's see. What's that? Is it a dragonfly? Giant dragonfly. I would rather not attack the giant dragonfly. I'm going to get one level, and then we are going to travel north to see about those vermin. Hopefully that's good enough. You can see the maps kind of scroll around. They pan to the left and to the right. The alt gives us some indication. Yeah, like you see, you can see all the creatures. This is a cool feature which allows me to see even if the tileset is not clear enough. So if I want to quickly check the enemies and everything. And nice. Wow, look. Actually, I can actually drag it around. I had no idea. Well, the game has improved a lot. There are a lot of buttons which I don't know what they do yet. We'll figure it out as we go. So, do you have any creatures here? Still dragonflies. What's that? I think something died here. What's this? There's a corpse of a glowfish. And there is salt which I don't care about. So I'm going to grab the corpse to try to cook with it. No. Yeah, I took it. This is some kind of fish, and there are more fish, and I guess they're fighting. But I don't know who they fight. Probably dragonflies. Oh my god, I just noticed something. This is why you need to look with alt. There's a crocodile. It just crawled out of the lake, and this is who ate the fish. I'll try to attack it, but if it fails, I'm going to run away. I don't have any useful skills for that. I seem to be able to get through the armor. Nice, so the crocodile actually died. I don't want to kill fish yet. Because it's another time enemies with lily pads. I don't want to figure out how to evade every enemy. So I found some place. It's called a ruin with becoming nook. It's a bit of a spoiler actually, because I didn't know there is becoming nook here. It is we're going to be very useful because the becoming nook is a place where you can install cybernetics. And now if I look at my notes and ruins with becoming nooks, I can see that there is a specific location called Steel Summage. And I think if I mark it like this, it's going to show up on the map. There are a lot of quality of life improvements since the last time I played. And because there's a ruins, there can be some robots here, so I should be careful. What do we see? Watervine table, a bunch of tables, nothing interesting. I'm going to check my surroundings from time to time to make sure I'm not running into turret or like military robot. What's that? Is it the nook? There's a bookshelf and becoming nook. Interesting. But it's all surrounded by some kind of glass, I think. What's that? Yeah, tetra xenon glass. I don't think I can break it easily and I don't want to. What's that? I'm going to ask it a lot of time. There's light. And there are a bunch of bookshelves. Are they empty? Yes, apparently they are. Let me go around. I think it's getting dark, so I'm going to equip my... I'm going to unequip my buckler and equip my torch. It's going to give me some light. And there are lipas fighting dragonflies. I'll let them be. How do I enter this place? There's a lot of things. Yeah, I don't think I can enter without breaking the glass. Do I want to try to do that? I don't know. Nobody seems to be here. No robots. So let's try to break in, but if it fails, that's not my fault. Yeah, there are a bunch of lily pads. Actually, wait, you can go around like this. So what's on this bookshelf? Wow, there are 2 books here. And books are very expensive, and also they can contain a lot of useful information if they are of specific kind. So I'll strongly guess these might be just randomly generated books. What are the spinal scent shoots of blooming Ivea? All hallowed act. Look fluids atom maddening. So that really, yeah, I think these are like AI generated books, so you're not going to really make sense out of them. The most I was given no name birth. They make some sense sometimes, but I'm going to sell them. What about this blue ant? Ranking using the instrument we counted 4 million of dust particles. Yeah, these books are not very interesting because they're quite rubbish. This is cool on the other hand. Welcome, aristocrat, to becoming nook. You are one step closer to the grand unification. Please choose from the following. Let's learn about cybernetics. Your curiosity is admirable, aristocrat. Cybernetics are bionic augmentation implanted in your body to assist in your self-actualization. Yeah. Can I install implants? Your question was most finely uttered. You may freely install and install implants at a nook, though some implants are destroyed when installed. Interesting. or can be uninstalled. I should be careful. How many implants can I install? Insightful question, aristocrats. Each implant has a point cost, and the total point cost of your installed implants can't exceed your license tier. Okay, so they're like corporate looks. Okay. Let's return to the menu. Let's try to install something. But I don't have any implants, and I don't want to remove them. What do I need to upgrade the license? I need to find credits. I guess I need to find them in safes or areas, but that's fine. So this is a place I remember now where I can come and actually modify myself. Let me kill this plant because I'm still dreaming of getting the next level without dying. Hopefully. Ah, by the way, I just noticed at the bottom right you can notice the health of the enemy you are attacking, which is useful. Didn't notice it at first. Okay, this one is died. This is a plan eradication project. She's going to be someone help. Wait, can I do anything with this? There is an artifact. What's that? Custom visage. Ah, there is an implant I can get. What does it do? At first, it gives a reputation with the faction you choose at installation. Ah, so I can make myself look like a specific faction. Interesting. But it takes 3 license points. And it's destroyed when uninstalled. So these are masks, I guess, which eaters used to wear on the face. They were actually implants. Interesting. I'm going to get it anyway. I don't think it's very heavy. It weighs nothing. So this is one item I'm going to probably keep if I need to raise my reputation in a specific faction. There are a bunch of books also which make no sense, which I'm going to get and sell. This looks fancy, but it's the same kind of randomly generated book. I am afraid of sticking around for too long. What if something spawns and notices me? Like, there are really nasty robots, I remember. What's that? Plated nullworm. It's tough. So, this is a very strong creature, if I remember correctly, so I'm going to sprint. And just say goodbye for now. Can I close the door? Yeah. Oh my god. I locked myself in. Who is that? A giant centipede. So these are insects who hate me, and these are worms. So I'm not welcomed by any of these, and I think it's time to go. I can come back and explore later. What's that thing before I leave? It's a shrine to Irudad II, husband to Philbemos. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of ancient Sultan Irudad. Yeah, so basically there are apparently like 7 different sultans who used to be the leaders of the ancient people, and they were almost godlike with their abilities, and you can find a lot of story about these sultans. I don't know if there are any specific artifacts associated with them, but I assume so. Waist deep in a lake of chance itself, Irudad II cemented his friendship with Succulents by marrying Philbemos. So this was a political marriage. To honor the union, the Succulents bestowed upon Irudad a wedding gift they called Promise of Love, Succulents Grant. Ah, I guess that is an artifact which I can find. Promise of Love. Maybe a ring of some sort. But it looks like the Sultan married a plant. It could be like an alien. Cool. I don't need this right now, but I learned something about history. So if I go to Sultan Histories now, I can read this. We can make it a secondary goal to learn more about the history of different people, but right now we just need to survive. And I spot more plants, so I guess I'm going to kill a few of them. Hopefully the fish doesn't mind. Wait, the fish minds. The fish are friends with the plants, my god. Now I have to kill the fish. Sorry, I didn't want to, but now I guess I have a lot of bodies to cook with. I wish I had butchery skill. I may get it soon with the amount of killing I'm doing. Yeah, these are easy enemies now, and I think I'm going to get level. Yeah, here we go. And I actually get 1 attribute point. So I want to actually get attributes to a specific point where I can level up my tinkering, which means that I need 29 intelligence. But I will probably also want agility for ranged weapons. What do we have in pistols? What if I want to go akimbo? We need to have 29. So, okay, so it looks like 29 is the maximum of attribute you want, but I guess you don't get attributes every level, so it will take a while to get there. It will be easier for intelligence to get to 29 than for agility. Do I want to spend 8 levels just to get the tinkering, or would I rather get more agility? What do I get? Agility 25. If we go to pistol, 25 dead shot, critical hit somewhat deadly, disarmament shot. You have ability chance to disarm your opponent. Man, this is nice. So I could basically shoot weapons out of other people's hands. Sling and run, you receive no accuracy plan. No, this is too good. I need to be able to run and shoot, because otherwise I'm going to be cornered. So I guess my next step is to get agility to 21, and then I'll think about the rest. Yep. Good. Now, skills wise, I am thinking about keeping the skill points. But on another hand, yeah, we can get harvestry from the farmer. Butchery would be nice. Spicer. I could actually cook with 3 ingredients. I don't know how well it is yet. I haven't played with it. So let's focus on keeping this for pistols if you find a pistol. And if you find a really good gun, what do we have with the rifle? Do we have a rifle? Bow and rifle. Actually, it's nice because we can have both nice bow and nice rifle. Kickback. Oh my god. This is... for a second I was afraid we need to have strength, but this is just, I guess, to target... Yeah, just to kick them back if I don't want to shoot them point blank. I was afraid that I don't have proper attributes. Suppressive fire. We can suppress and stop them from moving. Man, this is also nice. So 3-5 rounds they cannot move after getting shot. Flattening fire. If they are surrounded by solid obstacles, it knocks them prone. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to put them like in the very corner. I don't know how useful it is. But I guess if we are in the corridor and there are 3 walls on top, 3 below, I'm going to disarm and knock them prone. Man, this is also kind of nice. What's draw a beat? You spend a turn to draw a beat on the target and mark it. Whenever you fire, your agility is treated as if it was 2 points higher. Kind of. That's just not that nice. Steady hands. But this is... So basically we are going to aim much better with that. And we are going to stop one enemy from going. But with pistols we can go around and... we can go with 2 pistols around actually. So we need more ammo. But we're going to score critical hits and we're going to run around. Man, I prefer this one instead, because I think mobility is going to be what is going to save us. Also, I'm going to kill this spirit one before it kills me first. Come on. Okay. Do we have any useful bodies? Yes, we got some corpus. And they are covered in sap, so they're almost cooked. Alright. I think we can travel soon. Actually, we already went to the Redrock without going through the wall, because I wanted to go up and walk around. You see, this is Joppa below us, and it's just 2 steps above. But apparently I walked there by myself, just by wandering around. Let's find an entrance to this cave. So now there are some shale formations. I believe we are close to the place we are interested in. And these are the first real enemies. These are baboons who are angry, they can throw rocks, and they are overall nuisance. But at this level, they can be pretty dangerous, especially because we don't have proper guns. So I'm going to try to kill them before they stone me to death. Okay, so this one is done. But I can see rocks flying, so I think the best idea is just to hide and wait for them to come, because otherwise I'm going to be pelted with rocks non-stop. We're also thirsty, so I'm going to drink some water, otherwise I may become slow. Let's drink it. Actually, I can clean my items with only one dram, it's nice. So I can wash off like acid and bad liquids from my body. But I would rather not waste my water. So there are some baboons waiting for me. I guess it's time to go and finish this, because they don't give me any choice. If we're going to lose the ground, I'm going to simply use my injector, salve injector. Okay, it looks like the main bulk of baboons is going to die off. Wait, no, they keep coming. That's a nightmare. Let's wait for them. Wow, that was a critical hit. I'm going to leave this location and see how many people or monkeys come to fight me. It's only 3. I think we can take them. Actually, the one I'm fighting is not a problem, because we still have this stun baton, which has a full chem cell, so it keeps stopping them from attacking. But the other guys really make it hard for us. I think they ran. Yeah, they saw a lot of guys killed. The AI is pretty cool here. They actually think about what they're doing. Wait, I think they called the boss. Who is that? It's a hulking baboon. From atop her sunning boulder, the small monkey peers at you with eyes full of curiosity. I don't think it's small if it's called hulking, and it gives me this damage. So I'm going to try to fall back a bit. I'm not looking forward to fighting that guy while others throw rocks at me. So let's see if he can isolate us a bit behind the trees. Yeah, this way they cannot see us. Let's go. He is stunned. Oh my god. I think I am about to die. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprint and leave this guy behind. I have only 6 SP left. This was a bad idea. Before we have proper guns, I don't think we should tempt fate and find enemies who are merely above the basic level. And this guy doesn't give up. What's his health at? Fine. I am curious. What kind of grenade do I have? It's a flashbang. Let me put on the thermal grenade and see how he likes the smell of it. So the flaming hulking baboon beats at the flames with her hands. I think she tries to remove the hands and she's burning. Did she burn? Nice. Well, that was the first good victory we had in a while. And I don't have a lot of grenades. Can I make more? Let me see. If we go to crafting, tinkering, I can make EMP grenades, and actually pretty easily I can make a lot of them. I wish I knew how to make normal grenades. What about modding? I can give method. Okay, so I can give my cell a percentage charge indicator. That's not very useful. Okay, let's try to go around with this stun baton, but we definitely need to find a better weapon soon. These baboons don't seem to be a problem, but they do kind of reduce our health little by little. So if they keep coming, we're going to die. We have to wait until we're healed. And this is the way down. I believe we have to go here. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have torch equipped. Who are you? There's a bat who is neutral. And this is a snapjaw. So snapjaw are like goblins, but they're, I think they're pigmen or something. So let's read what they are. Tussocks of fur-dressed skin stretched over taut muscle. Upright she stands, but she looks ready to drop on the floors. Her snout snarls and her ears twitch. She barks and her hyena tribesmen answer. They're not pigmen, they're little hyena men. Okay. And they're swarmers, so this creature receives +1 to hit and penetration for each other hostile swarmer. I guess they're like small zerglings, but they're hyenas. So let's try to find them one by one. What did they do? Oh my god, no! They cracked my teleprojector. Can I repair? I can, but not in the fight. Okay, good. Let me kill a few of them. They seem to die easily. I don't want to repair while I'm fighting. Okay. I don't know if I want to repair it yet, but it looked like it lost its armor barrier, so let's do it. It's going to use two of my items, well, components. It's scrap metal and scrap electronics. Let's do it. Okay, phew. It's good that I have ability to repair and craft items. If I was like a magical guy and I lost my artifact, I'd be very, very angry. So, what do we have around here? I hate these things, I remember them. This is the plant on the wall, jilted flower. But they grab you, so if you come close, they can catch you and they don't let you go away. Let's see what else do we have. I have to kill this one, it's on the way. Who are you? It's giant amoeba. Oh, I hope it doesn't rust my items. Let me try to kill it somewhere further away. I think I'm damaging it, it's oozing, so you can see it has pools of slime around it. I think I keep hitting it. Okay, this is what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to get slimy, and I think I'm slimy, Meff the Quick. And does it say what it means when I'm slimy? I don't think it's the best effect you can have. Yeah, I'm covered in slime, but I don't know what it does to me. I'll look it up later. It's definitely not helping, and I keep leaving slime behind. Maybe I can walk it off? Well, we'll see. I'm sleeping on this. I can actually sleep and fall. That's not cool. But that's not going to stop me from killing all these snapshots. And I am not looking forward to finding this centipede. Can I find any snapshots to fight it? Let's see if they can fight each other. It doesn't look like they want to, and I almost put myself in the corner. It was stupid of me. Let's sprint away from here. Like, this was the worst move I could have done. I just completely blocked myself in. I think I'm killing it, but it is dangerous. It's injured. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of my injectors, because otherwise I can just die from a few hits. It's this one. I think that's the correct one. Let me see. You recover 0.9 hit points per level each round, yeah. So let's use it and start fighting while it's on. I think I'm almost done. Oh my god, it's fine. I thought I'm killing it, but apparently I'm just making it bloody. So I think I should walk away as soon as I can, because this centipede is not playing. You can see it's red outside because it's actually getting closer to the dusk. So I don't know what I want to do with this centipede. It's on the ground, and there's a dagger. Is the dagger better than... No, the dagger is not better than my... what do I have? Stun baton? Yeah, stun baton. Stun rod has 5 penetration, and the dagger has 5 penetration. Yeah, so basically it's the same, but my stun baton can stun. Can I stun the centipede and run away? That's the question. I keep hitting for 1 damage. Oh, I stunned it and killed it. That was the only thing I could have done, because if it's not stunned, it just blocks all my attacks. And this amoeba also doesn't want to go down easily. But I think I can kill it with my health. What's its status? Wounded. What's its status now? Wounded. I'm risking it a bit with 5 health. Yeah, but I didn't want to use another injector. Let's heal up and continue, but this is getting risky. Like, I definitely don't have the best weapon for this, and I don't have any skills for the weapon. I'm curious if I should get some skills for the blunt weapons. Are they going to help? I don't have much strength, so I cannot level up the skills completely, like through the whole tree. Cudgel. At first it gives me to hit, and the bludgeon would... I could daze them. If you daze a dazed opponent, they are stunned for 1 round instead. So basically, if I hit 2 times in a row with this daze, I'm going to stun them. I guess it's worth it. It's 200 points though. I cannot take it yet, so I'll wait for that. I'm sorry guys, if The action is not very thrilling, but I'm trying to take it easy because it's my first character. I don't want him to die a crazy death. I'll find a place to die anyways, don't worry. But for now, let's try to solve the quest. Here we go. Now we have skill points, and at this point I think I want to take the bludgeoning just to be able to protect myself in melee. Cudgel and bludgeon. I cannot go higher until I level up my strength. Maybe I should have that done by 1 point. When you charge, you automatically daze your opponent. So I could daze automatically and then stun them, but that's a bit too much planning for me. And I don't plan to charge them, I want to run away from them and shoot them once I get a gun. Which reminds me, where is my gun? Any bow or anything? Come on, drop me something. There's an iron battle axe. It has a bit more of a damage than my baton, but I already leveled up cudgel and also want to stun, so I guess I'll keep... Yeah, now you see I dazed him, so I could have stunned this plant. If it can be stunned, I don't know. But it definitely gets easier. What's that? It's a Bornoose, it's another cloak. I'll take it, just to be able to sell it later. And there's iron mace, which is not better than my stun baton, so I will keep walking around. I think we are done exploring this part of the level, so let's go down. Oh, wait, is it sap? Interesting, why is it here, but I'm going to take it. Now I should be able to use 2 drums of sap if I cook. And by the way, I'm hungry and thirsty. That may be a part of a problem. I completely forgot. So let's make a camp here. And I'm going to... Let's preserve the fresh foods. Yeah, and let's cook. I'll use... I don't want to use the ASCII. I'll use Vine Wafer and Fire Ant. Do I want to use ASCII? Okay, let's experiment. No, I can only cook with 2. So let's cook with the 2 ingredients. You gather some fixings, some Fire Ant, Gester paste, some Vine Wafer sheaf, and a dash of dog hair. Where did they find dog hair? I should have used ASCII instead. You toss them in a pot and stir. Okay, so I got heat resist and I thirst at half rate, which is nice, I guess. So now let me drink, and I'm not going to require as much water, and I still have plenty of it. Am I still slimy? I'm not, good, so now I feel better. There's another... it's salt. I thought it's sap. I don't need this, I'm going to pour it in the ground. Pour it nearby, yeah. I don't need salt. It's everywhere. So, let's go down. I don't think this cave will be a problem with these creatures around. Am I hit by an arrow? Yes! I want to get hit by an arrow. I'll take this for training. I want to find who hit me with an arrow. What's that? Campfire remains. No. I want to find somebody and take their bow. That is going to help me tremendously. What happened? Oh my god. A hidden young Ivory strikes. You take 4 damage from young Ivory. You begin bleeding. There are these stupid roots who damage everybody who steps on them. And the best time to find the warrior. Oh my god. With half the health. I'm leaving. I need to rest and come back. What's this wreath? Let's look at it. It's just a decorative thing, I'll get it for trading. Okay. I'm afraid to rest because that warrior can come after me. And he looked a bit menacing. Where did he go? Here he is. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing. What's his health at? He's still fine. But if I stun him, I think my only choice of winning, yeah, is to stun people. So there is a bronze battle axe. Yeah, nothing really cool. Do I still have those corpses around? Yeah, I didn't actually do anything with the corpses. So let me make... I want to make a campfire, but I think I cannot do much with them until I learn butcher or something. And yes, this is the hunter. This is what I was looking for. I'm here. I need your bow. Oh my god. Maybe not. I almost died to his bow that I wanted to take. Where is my injector? Apply. And now it's time to die and give me the bow. Please, hit the guy. Okay, good. So, where do we have? We have the bow. But where are the arrows? Did he drop no arrows? Really? That's unfortunate. So, we are going to put the bow on. It has one arrow, but we cannot reload it. Oh wait, we had some arrows with us. Nice. Okay, so now we are talking. Is it the clean water? No, it's salty water. Who are you? This is a speed-sitting mine. Okay, so this is just a plant which I can kill. Okay, our life suddenly became much better because now we can do this. We can aim and shoot. And now we need to reload, which is fine because we have quite a few arrows. I believe we have 19 arrows, so that's going to be fine. Now suddenly we can use our agility, which was a problem before. Unfortunately, we have to reload each time we have a bow. It's not like a pistol with magazine or clip. Who is that? It's a bear who is hostile. Okay, so this is where we sprint and we attempt to keep our distance. Unfortunately, we don't see that far. So we have to wait for him to come at us before we can use our weapons. I think I wanted to say I think he left, but he didn't. Okay, so that was 2 damage, which made him injured. 1 damage. I'm not looking forward, but I think we are a bit faster. Yeah, 4 damage. Okay, so we can juke creatures like bears. That's good. How hurt he? Just injured. Critical hit. Wounded. Okay, I'm going to keep my distance just to make sure I don't die to the stupid bear. And this is where it would be nice to have the skill which slows down enemies. But even without that, I should be able to just do this, which is a typical roguelike. And now, awesome. This is the first bear we killed. Do we have any notes of the best weapon or enemies we killed or something? I think it shows up when we die. Not before, unfortunately. But that's fine. Do we have any statistics here? No. Okay. Let's go further. It was the first bear we killed. And I'm looking forward to find that vermin to kill, because that should finish our quest for today. I'm feeling a bit tired, it was a long day, but I enjoyed this game as much as I did many years ago. I hope once I learn a bit more about the ropes of the game, I should start showing you some cool tricks, and maybe we can see in more interesting locations than caves. I should probably just kill these vines without wasting arrows. I still have wooden arrow. Oh my god, I wasted all my arrows on the bear. That's not the best news. Ah, there are arrows in the chest. And some fruit. What else do we have here? Give me your arrows. Give me your arrows. Yes. And we have an engraved shot bow. What does it do? Look. It gives us reputation with cult of the coiled blame. I have no idea what it means. This bow has a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Reshef. In the 3rd BR, I guess it's the year, or before something, the gyre widened and the first triad of plagues afflicted the land. The water was poisoned with salt. Gerslings ravaged the fruit and wheat, and tongues rotted away in the mouth of kith and kin. Reshef walked below the chrome arches and healed the sick. This might explain part of the problems they had, like why the ancient people disappeared if suddenly they got water poisoning and some kind of disease. Okay, so I'm going to get this bow and probably sell it later. I'm going to get the daggers for selling as well. Good. I'm still bleeding, so I need to wait. I hope I don't bleed out. No, I'm good. Is it my blood? Interesting. It's salty, unfortunately, otherwise I would get it for cooking. There's normal blood here. Let's get it. Maybe I can sell it, or like, who doesn't want to buy some blood? It's still water. You can still drink it. Okay. Oh my god. He grabbed me. This plant almost killed me because he... Did it die? Oh, almost. Oh my god. I almost died from the plant grabbing me and making me bleed. That was terrific. This is why I should be careful with where I go. I don't care about these enemies. I can kill them pretty easily. But the plants, they're the worst. So, do I have any more interesting bows? What is that? This has some other story from Sultan Irudad. Deep in Barak's prescient tech, Irudad V stumbled upon a clan of oozes performing a secret ritual. Because of her lucent eyes, they accepted her into their fold and taught her their secrets. And this gives us a reputation with another sect. I guess all of these sultans were friends with some faction, and if you like wear the full attire with engravings, that's going to help appear as a friends to some of these factions. And this sword looks nice. Long blades. It's serrated, so this weapon has 3% chance to dismember. 3% is not that much, but it has better damage for sure. Because if you look at this value of the damage, where is it? It was somewhere below. Food, grenades, it's 1d4, and my unfortunate rod is only 1d2, which means that it's 2 damage versus 4 at maximum roll, which is unfortunate. And I'm going to kill these plants now. Wait, I almost died to them again. So, like, 2 plants can kill you in an instant. I have to use another injector, otherwise I'm going to die. It's alright, I can manage, but I don't want to risk it. Like, seriously, dying to plants, the first character is going to be the worst possible outcome. And this is another asshole. Sold bloody young Ivory. So this guy also impaled somebody. Where is my quest target? I want to find it and go away. There's failed energy relay. I can just disassemble it and recharge my cells. There's a torch, and I will leave the armor because it's heavy. There's salty water. There's salty water. I'm going to start a faction just to kill all the wild plants. They're pissing me off. Okay, so there is no step down. Where do I find it? Probably somewhere on the left, and I completely missed it. Let's go. I'll be laughing if it's in this room. Oh my god. Please don't kill me. What do we have here? A cap, some corpse. Yeah, so this plant just killed a bunch of these pure hyena men in one spot. And I have a bow, I have an iron battle axe. I can sell this probably. I'll grab everything that is iron for now. Later I will not need it, but for now I can sell it, because it doesn't weigh much. And this sap mask is also a nice trading good. This guy should have some arrows for me if he doesn't kill me. Please stun him, I hope I can stun him. That was close. What's a pocket vest? Look. It gives me carry capacity and some resistance. Nice. This could be useful for places which are colder. And I don't think I need anything else. I just want to rest until I'm healed, because otherwise dying to these little creatures is going to upset me. But it's still better than plants. Who are you? It's a snapshot brute, so I guess he's stronger than the monkey. Let's be careful with them. Is he hostile? Yes, he is. So I hit him for 1 damage. Awesome. He doesn't seem to go away. Can I make him step on this stupid plant? Come on, grab him, grab him, grab him. Oh, he didn't get grabbed. But I should be able to lead him to the exit and just shoot him, I believe. This guy is not going to take a hit and I don't want to risk it. So let's try to move him away from us and just kill him with arrows, because that should be the best outcome. Here we go. Did he drop anything? Of course not. Yeah. And I'm out of arrows again, I think. But at least I still have like 8. But at least that guy is no longer on the way. I'm always curious when I see an enemy which looks different, which has a different color, because it is never a good sign. They are never weaker, they are always stronger. Alright, so what's that? It's salty water, and this is salty water too. Yeah, okay. So this guy didn't guard anything, he was just being a bastard. Don't kill me, plant. These plants are going to end one day, I tell you. I'm almost level 5 though. There was a combination of this mine plant and the wall plant. Like, they're trying to coordinate their attacks. Is this a sap? It's a brackish sap, I don't want to use it. Let's go down. Nice. Let's go up. Come on, guys. Don't you want to come and kill me? Okay, let's try this again. I'll hit you and then I'm going to leave. Okay, this is better. Then they can only go one by one. Like, I like to block them on stairs sometimes. But the second guy ran away. Here he is. I still don't find any special items, but it's not something I could complain about, because honestly, with the amount of items I started with, so, like, I don't think I will have the same luck anywhere else. So who are you? Cannibal. The stout human bare skin is pallid from years of abstaining from sunlight, so it's like a caveman troglodyte. I think I can take him. Yeah, I should be able to. Who is shooting? You. Don't think I didn't see your arrows. So, nothing interesting, but I want to unload this bow. And this arrow, like, every arrow counts. I'm going to buy a bunch of arrows when I get back to the town, but right now every arrow counts. I thought I would find a pistol, but yeah, this is still better than nothing. And here's our enemy, but I cannot penetrate his armor, which is unfortunate. So another waste of arrows, I guess. But better this time, good. So these creatures start to become manageable, at least somewhat. 41 arrows! That's all I wanted. Now we can... Look at me die, the next step after I say that. What's that? It's a pile of trash. Yeah, that's what you are. Snapshots, pile of trash. Okay, so I think we are almost at the end of the dungeon. And we should be able to manage it just fine if we just use these 40 arrows we picked up properly. I think I can even kill this guy with stunning. Let's try that. Yeah, if I daze him, eventually he should go down just because he cannot do anything. Oh, he actually made a few saves where he stunned, but it didn't save him. And this apron and this battle axe go to my selling collection. At some point I will stop picking up this junk, but for now every bit counts. And I'm not going for bronze, but I definitely want to sell all the iron stuff. Okay, good. Let's keep going. I think I killed the leader, so now it's only a few of these guys remaining, which means that I should be safe until I find the end of the cave. I don't recall how it ends, maybe they changed it, but I think there was like a small insect or something you have to kill. I don't recall. but with the bow I am not as concerned. These caves start to look interesting. This looks like a spider web, yeah. A gorgeous filament. Can I harvest it? I don't think so. This is a spider, but it's not our creature, I think, yeah. He's hostile, so let's shoot him. I hope he doesn't kill me in turn. I think I pissed him off. Yeah. Let's try to use the club. As long as we are not in webs, yeah, we should be fine. Like, this spider is dangerous because if we walk in the webs, we are stuck. And then it will rush us, but we managed to stay away and just piss him off. We cannot really do anything with this web, it's unfortunate. I thought that maybe we can collect it and sell it somewhere. Yes, I just found a salve injector. Which means that we have another save our life button. How many do we have? 1 or 2? We have 2 still left. These are great. I hope at some point I will learn how to craft them. Man, we became stronger. That's what I can tell you, for sure. I became more tired. You can hear it from my voice. It's like 4 AM here when I'm recording, unfortunately. But I'm still managing because my character helps me. And this is the way down, so we should be able to go to the next level. Hopefully the last one. What's happening? Okay, you have finished the step, find the critters. I guess I found the creature. Here it is. Who are you? A Gershling. I remember there was something about Gershlings in the text about Sultan. So it's like a mutated creature. So black ooze drips from its fangs to its pallet-like things. It shudders in primordial ecstasy and lets out a shrill whine that pierces your skull. And it's a swarmer. So I guess this is some kind of a zergling or something. And there are many of them. Wow. I'm not looking forward to that. Let me step back. And I'm going to kill them. Wow, it's strong. How is it dealing so much damage? Let me sprint. I thought I'm going to kill it. What kind of vermin is it? Let me get these arrows. And I need to run away because this guy is going to kill me if I don't. It's stuck. Let's kill it. Yes. I'm just thinking, what if I would get stuck in this web? It would be the end of me. And I have a corpse. Okay, I'm not going to try to take another one on because it was definitely a strong creature. I'm going to go and finish the quest and maybe we'll come back once I'm stronger, but not yet. No way. Also, I may take this chest. Can I do it? Yeah, I can. I still have some weight left. I will use it at home to store items. Otherwise, we should leave for sure. There's a button to go up. No, not down, up. I want to automatically go there because it should save my time unless there are enemies. And there are enemies, but these are the stupid plants. Oh, that was an adventure. I honestly thought it would be much easier. Apparently I forgot how hard this game can be. But on the bright side, we had enough resources to survive. But let's travel back first before I say anything stupid. Okay, so now we should be able to travel on the map. So, and once I give this corpse to the elder, we are famished. We need to eat something. Let's eat something before we tell the story. So I'm going to preserve some goods. Yep. And cook with them. Actually, they have some food here. Apple mats, nice. They are sharing. And I get similar effects. Okay, and we need to drink something because otherwise I'm already thirsty. I don't want to die. I think part of the problem with the Gershling was that I was hungry and thirsty. What I should do, I should go to the settings and make it so I drink automatically. Hold on, prompts? No? Where do I get it? Automation. Drink when thirsty. Yeah, that's going to help. So, hello, Elder. I returned from Redrock with the corpse of a pale sparderling. Elder, would you examine it? And then elder says, Moon and sun, can it be? My grandfather and his grandfather, this is a Gershling. What's a Gershling? An infernal creature of plague. So I guess these were like mutants which were releasing plague. I guess this planet was hit by infestation of sort. But not from a millennia has. Why now? You see, Wayfarer, 1000 years ago, in the last days of the Sultanate, so it was only 1000 years, a series of 7 plagues called the Gyre spread through and out of Conduit. They were long-stirring punishment for some trespass committed in a sort of sludge of primordium before even the Sultans reigned. So I guess, yeah, they opened some kind of a tomb, maybe they even found Pto, the guy who was isolated, and they released the diseases and the terrors. I guess that was part of why the world burned and now we live in ruins. A scourge of Gershlings was one of these plagues, but Refshef lifted the curse. He cast off his crown and made the Sultanate. It makes no sense that the Gershlings would return to eat our crops, unless... What a dark tiding this is. I didn't notice, but apparently there was a rabbit black-robed figure with the Gershling. That was a glow white, no doubt. So now I'm happy that he left, because there was another monster which could have killed me. So Elder says, those maniacal fools worship and Gersh Nephilim as gods. So Gersh Nephilim, I guess there are some stronger Gersh. I guess Gersh are like Zerg, mutants and infestation. Gersh Nephilim? Who is that? The 7th plague. Demons born on the moon stair, quickened to life for the purpose of eating your young. Reshef cast them back before, but if they returned, Meff the Quick, your discovery is invaluable to us. We are but poor farmers, and sharpen our vine reapers is all we can do. Yeah, and I guess these vine reapers are not going to help you much against the huge mutants. But there may be others outside of Joppa who can do more. Take these prickly boons as thanks. I will not soon forget your service to us. Meff the Quick, please leave me now to abuse on this. Live and drink, Elder. You receive an injector of Uber Nostrum. I think it's something that makes you stronger. Some artifact, a salve injector, which is a really nice healing item. Another salve injector and another salve injector. I guess after I told him a story that I barely survived the plans by injecting myself, he decided to share free injectors with me, so at least we can survive again. Nice, so we get another level, and we have completed the quest. And now we're actually friends with Joppa. So the first thing I'm going to do is to learn how to harvest. Your thirst is mine. And would you teach me your ways? So I lost some reputation, but now I know how to harvest plants. Good. That's all I wanted to know. So how does it work? So here is the watervine. Can I just use the skill? Was it harvest? I think I'm going to do it automatically, or I'll look it up between videos. I think I'm going to harvest plants when they are ripe enough, and those were harvested already. Nothing thick, yeah. Wait, what's that? A small crack. Wow, there's a whole cave under this town. I wonder if they know it. And of course there is a centipede, which I should be able to kill now. And I think it's the same kind of zone that we visited before, so they're going to be this hyena man, and they're going to be different centipedes and insects. But it was a long day, it was a trip, worth remembering. I'm going to close my door, I'm going to stash some of my stuff I don't want to drop. There's a pocketed vest, There are a bunch of books which I don't want to sell yet. And I guess I'll store corpses here. Hope they don't smell. I'm going to try to learn how to butcher them later. And the rest should be good for selling. But now it's time to go to bed.